All right, I have the Manticore right here. I saw a post that I want to do a video about, and this post was talking about the Manticore and the center line and the Ferrous Limits. And in the post they were saying, as long as you stay on the center line, you know it's going to be a good target. If you deviate from the center line, it'll most likely be trash. Part of that is true. If you stay on the center line and cherry pick, you'll be okay. If you come off the center line and you're not digging those targets because you're figuring they're trash, then anything close, commingled targets, anything close to nails, and this isn't even a big nail, you know, there's a lot worse out there to create masking. Anything like that will deviate the target from the center line. I would say if you're getting a non-ferrous tone, to definitely check it out. This top Ferrous Limits here is really going to depend on site. You may find yourself adjusting this, you know, site dependent. If you're digging a whole bunch of nails, you might go up a little bit. The higher you go, the more that you're going to mask. But I want to show something on how this works around iron. And this is just one nail and two targets. So I have a piece of gold and I have a dime. So you'll see how, you know, how nice they plot. Here's the silver dime. Nice center line plot there. Here's the piece of gold. Center line plot there, 56. Okay. Here's the nail. All right, way up top there. Now when I put this dime, and this goes for anything, this just doesn't go for nails, it goes for really anything that's commingled with a good target, or even if it's two good targets, will bounce that target around the screen. So here's the silver dime now. All right, so we have a mess now. No longer a nice tight dot on the center line. All right, let's see what happens when I move it in closer. So now we're about 3 fingers away from the nail. Now we have our non-ferrous coming right under the ferrous line. So when it was a little farther away, it looked like it was coming way down, still connected to the ferrous, but we no longer have 2 tight dots. We have it bleeding into the non-ferrous range. All right, so there's the dime. If I was on a site, this is with Ferrous Limits 9. I've been using 10. I find that 9 on my cellar hole sites, I'm getting a bunch of nails. But the higher you go up, you'll notice you're masking more, and that's because this ferrous line is coming down more into the non-ferrous range. So there's 9 and you can see less. I mean, this is 10 and you can see less of the silver coming through. And then if we go up to 11, we pretty much lost that dime. All right, and the same goes for gold. So it's not just high conductors. We'll take the gold now and we'll put the gold next to it. All right, so the gold is next to the, let's put the Ferrous Limits back down to 9. And we are just in, I'll go through my settings, nothing special here. We're in all-terrain general. Let me do a noise cancel. So we're in all-terrain general, recovery speed 7, Ferrous Limits of 9 and 5. Okay, so here's the piece of gold. Same thing, you can see we're right under the iron range. We're way off that center line. So that quote of saying stick to the center line, yes, you can cherry pick parks like that. Even foil, the machine does really good next to foil, but with iron it's going to pull that target way off the center line. You can see that right there. We're no longer anywhere near that center line, and it actually looks like the iron is bleeding down. And this goes for any mode, any recovery speed. It's just something to watch out for. I can go over here and change my recovery speed to 8. It does not move where it plots. It's plotting right under the iron. And we don't have any falsing going on from the iron. So be careful with that. I would say adjust that for top ferrous limits to how much you can deal with per your site, how much trash you know, if you're digging a whole bunch of nails and it's ruining the enjoyment of your hunt, then you can bump that up. You're going to create some masking, and then watch for those targets that fall under the ferrous limits, because it could be a great target just being masked by the iron. All right, everyone, thanks for watching.